Hey everyone, Vince here. Welcome to my GReward review. Today we're going to find out if GReward is still actually paying its players. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to leave your support. So this is what GReward looks like on the Google Play Store. Apparently on their latest update they introduced instant payouts. So let's go and put it to the test, shall we? This is what GReward looks like when you first launch it up, and it seems they may have actually modified or even added some new options since my last review. At the top of the screen you can see that I have 10,000 of the points. Now for you guys to get a better understanding of GReward, you're going to have to know how these points work. This is the redemption area of GReward. You can see here we have the minimum payment of 20 cents for 3,000 points. This goes all the way up to $50 worth of PayPal currency for almost 500,000 points. Something that I do have to say about GReward is that it does have quite the low minimum cash out, which is always nice to see for a money making application. Now underneath the PayPal area you have the gift card option. Here is where you have multiple cash out options for gift cards, and something to keep in mind, this all depends on your country, by the way. What you're seeing here is what I get in Australia. In your own country this might be completely different. Same thing even applies to the PayPal options as well. For instance, this is 3,000 points for 20 cents, but in your country it could even be 10,000 points. It all depends. Now that you know how the point system works, let's find out some ways on how you can actually earn those points. You can see the offers tab at the top of the screen. This is the page we're currently on at the moment, and you'll notice here that we have various different offer wall providers to go through to try and generate these points. The first thing I want to see if the videos tab has improved. This is where GReward allows you to watch videos to generate points. So let's see how many points we'll actually generate by watching a single video. I'm currently on 10,481 points. I've just tapped on the video button and now it's playing an ad. So now I have to sit through this ad. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so 10,501 points. So I gained about 20 points from watching that video, which in my opinion, that's extremely low. But perhaps you guys are more than happy to sit through that. So the option is there. Let's check out Iron Source offer wall. You see, for me here in Australia, GReward is actually a very solid application in my opinion when it comes to the offer wall prices, especially since they have the ×2 bonuses going on. This really can improve your earning experience, at least from what I can see here. For instance, you have the King's Return offer here, and you can get up to 2.4 million of the points, with the previous price being only 821,000 points. Now granted, that's probably going to be a very difficult offer, but you guys understand the concept. Try and aim for offer walls that have this 2x bonus, because you're definitely going to get the best bang for your time in my opinion. How about InBrain Survey? For what it's worth, InBrain is pretty low paying across the board, by the way, not just on GReward, but pretty much in any money making app I've covered on this channel. I feel like InBrain really needs to up their prices, but as you can see, the top survey here is willing to pay me 4,000 of the coins for 17 minutes of my time, which is roughly like 25 to 30 cents. Now Polefish on the other hand does have surveys that are actually paying a bit more than what InBrain was paying. So as you can see down this list, you have to be realistic with these prices. Don't expect to get rich with GReward by any means. Now you also notice the play tab at the top of the screen. So this play tab, to me, it's probably a function that I think most people may not be using, and I actually don't blame you in a way for a certain reason. You have the play to earn area. For some reason the CPX research area is here, but then we have these little applications that you can install to earn these points, and you'll notice with these applications they have specific tasks. For instance, this Get to Cash application, I need to install it and keep it on my phone for at least 3 days. And that's only going to give me 80 coins everyone, which is really nothing whatsoever in my opinion. Now, scrolling down further at the bottom of the list, we have the Pub Safe offer, and then we have the Lucky Money offer. We need to play both of these applications for 3 minutes, and then apparently we'll get rewarded with those points. Interesting enough, the points are 1,600, which is a much better price compared to the other games on this list. But even then, technically 1,600 points is roughly like 15 cents or so really not groundbreaking stuff by any means. What I do recommend you check is the play to earn button. Now, while it doesn't have the best prices by any mean, the playtime rewards area on GReward is actually better in my opinion than installing those little game offers. So again, depending on country, this might look completely different and your offers might be different as well. But if I install Die Streams, I can earn 23,000 of the points. Again, with Mine Rescue, I can earn up to 21,000 of the points. Something to keep in mind with playtime rewards, obviously the longer you play a game for, the harder it actually gets to generate the points. So don't get it twisted, you're not going to earn those points straight off the bat. You're probably going to have to play for hours and hours to generate those points. Let's say in theory I complete Die Streams and I complete Mine Rescue. That's a total of about 44,000 points, which is almost $5 worth of currency. So it all depends on the free time you have and if you want to actually dump that time into GReward to generate points by playing games. I just appreciate that they include the playtime rewards section in their application because I feel like almost every app should have this function. How about CPX Research? Interesting enough, CPX Research has some of the highest paying surveys per usual, by the way. This is how it is on every application pretty much. But they have the highest disqualification rates as well, I found. So if you're able to sit through some of these surveys, you'll earn over $1. But you have to not get disqualified or screened out, which is the real challenge. But at least they have the CPX Research option here. Tapping on the More tab brings up even more offer wall selections. So as you can see, GReward is stacked out in earning opportunity. It's just depending on your country, those opportunities are going to pay you different. So now that I feel that you know how GReward works, let me tell you about my withdrawal experience. First off, since I have 10,000 points in my account balance, and apparently GReward now has instant payouts, let me test out a $1 PayPal cash out for you all. By the way, I'm fairly sure I know what's going to happen since I've already done some previous ones recently that I'll show you as well after this section of the video. So tapping on the $1 brings up the question on what email account you want to send that currency to, which is the one you use with your PayPal, of course. It states, do you want to exchange the points for PayPal? Then I hit agree. Now it says working and succeed. Payment will be sent within 7 business days, which I hope not because it stated it's instant. Okay everyone, this is my PayPal account and you can see here that I just received $1.36 worth of currency. So yes, GReward does pay out instantly, which is super cool. But because I wanted to try something a little bit different for today's video, I thought I'd let you guys know. Thanks to all the support you guys gave me, I managed to withdraw literally over $150 worth of PayPal currency from GReward. And yes everyone, because of their new system, every single one of those PayPal payments arrived to my account instantly, which was absolutely fantastic in my opinion. Complete transparency, that was because of referrals as I just said, but it just shows you that GReward does actually pay, even in large sums of money. I do want to give you a quick warning though, when it comes to offer walls, I cannot stress it enough guys, especially with the fiber one I found here in Australia has terrible prices. So this is the problem with money making applications in general, hardly any of them are actually going to be worth your time. But the whole point of my channel is to review them and make sure they're actually legitimate and going to pay you for your time. I just find even on legitimate money making applications, there are some offer walls that are just complete trash. And at least here in Australia, fiber is one I would avoid personally. Just giving you my personal experience with it. At least at the time of this recording, they may improve one day. So final thoughts on GReward, I think it's good for what it promises. It may not make you rich, but at least they're still paying, at least at the time of this recording. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow for another review.